Ma ciao ragazzi, benvenuti in questo nuovo episodio, ben ritrovati qua sul gioco del Stanley e qualcosa, mi dico sempre il nome. Allora, io ho guardato
All of his
qualche finale.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Allora, mi ero guardato qualche finale, solo due. Per gli altri non volevo spoilerare troppo, ad esempio alcuni trofei li potrei fare subito, ma non ci voglio. No? Oh, eccolo. Allora, io devo sedere qua, piegarmi e uscire. Non siamo del tutto usciti in realtà.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along, and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Allora. Adesso metto di no.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ah, va a cagare. Fratello, non ti ricordi dove cazzo devo andare?
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Va a cagare.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Dove cazzo c'è la
It's
testa
clearly...
oggi?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Bro, ma non ti ricordi dove cazzo devo andare? Tu hai creato questa cazzo di storia.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Bravo.
This story is absolutely, definitely
Ok.
this way.
Oh, interessante, dormi su di terra.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Sì, richiuso.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Stai
And this
fermo, non
time,
fare.
suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay,
No, dai.
from the top.
Bro, ma perché devi toccare? Questo che odio di più. Vai.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Bro?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Non si
Everything
vede.
should be... What,
No, non è così.
changed?
Sì, è cambiato
Stanley,
tutto.
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the
No,
monitors?
non ho toccato
Did you
nulla.
move the story somewhere or...
Non è vero.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Quello che cazzo
It
sto
was right here
dicendo?
just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come Stanley, let's find the story.
Bro, hai letteralmente aperto tutte le porte. Vuoi vedere che è quella? Un cazzo di labirinto, porco dio. Bro. No, ma che cazzo?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, dai, non toccare.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Dai. Dimmi, no, ma che cazzo?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Mi apri, grazie. C'è una porta qua. Robot?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Questa
The
porta non c'era prima.
story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Bro, ti stai un po'... mi stai spaventando sicuramente e stai sbagliando tutto. Ma mo dove cazzo
Now
siamo?
this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Non credo.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Nell'ufficio.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Sì, mi ricordo.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Ho vinto.
Congratulations!
Sono fortissimo.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Grazie.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about
vedi.
this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Te pareva. Vabbè, ma le scritte così non mi piacciono.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Bro, ma... letteralmente qua mancano ancora le porte, quindi non avrebbe senso ritornare là. Boh, seguiamo la linea. Un po' di paura ce l'ho, però amen.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Mi sa...
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Bro, ma che cazzo lì hai fatto? Io mi sto leggermente cagando sotto.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
È facile. È facile.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the
questo.
story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Ok.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again,
nuovo.
Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
E te pareva.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Non posso andare di qua.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Porco
That's
Dio.
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Allora, non ci sto
We'll
più
find
capendo un
out, won't
cazzo.
we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Cazzo è successo? Di qua.
When Stanley came to a set of
Yes,
two open doors,
yes.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Avanti.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Avanti.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Poi giù. E qua.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Questo non me lo sarei mai aspettato sicuramente. E mo?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ma va a cagare.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Sì, lo
They
pensavo.
want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Buongiorno, hai impiegato 427 giorni sul dispositivo controllo.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Addirittura. Cazzo,
But
sto
there is
morendo
no
pure io.
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Mi hai
And
rotto
I'm
i
trying to tell him
coglioni.
this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Madonna, ma
He won't listen to me.
suicidati, non mi
He won't
rompere
stop.
più sti cazzo
Here,
dei
watch
coglioni,
this.
porco dio.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Nega, 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 nega. Oh, lui ha detto di non premerlo, quindi non lo premerò. Nega, 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 nega. Cosa dovrò stare qua tipo a non premere sti cazzi pesanti, se no mi ammazzerà a stupirla. Mi farà diventare pelato. Pelato. Nega, nega, nega. Poi vedi che tipo qualcuno fa. Sono veramente le 11? Ah no, ok. Mo che faccio? Premo il pulsante o no? Beh, io volevo già concludere l'episodio praticamente un'ora fa e... Vai.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Ma non potevo fare un cazzo. No, non credo. Ma
I suppose I
cagare.
can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Basta.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Well,
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Non ho premuto un cazzo. No. Giura? Dio mi ha resetato da solo. Quindi? Basta. E si ricomincia da capo. Ma porco di sto cazzo di ufficio, non lo scamperò mai. Vabbè ragazzi, mi sa che possiamo concludere qua pure l'episodio. Vi ho fatto anche abbastanza cazzo, cioè siamo andati avanti di un bel po'. Sto cercando di capire sto gioco, anche se ho scoperto 2 finali e non li ho scoperti così perché avevo voluto guardare un video del famosissimo Lon. Però, allora, già non ci sto più capendo nulla. penso di guardare tutta la serie perché proprio di sto gioco non ci capisco un fico secco. Sono andato il più avanti possibile, però per il resto cioè, non riesco a fare più niente.
Stanley decided to go
Porco
to the
dio,
meeting room
mamma
to
te.
check on his co-workers. He never functioned well.
Giuro che ti disattivo. Vabbè ragazzi, possiamo anche concludere qua l'episodio. Mi raccomando, lasciate like, iscrivetevi e attivate sta cazzo di campanella, se no vi vengo a casa sotto casa con sto Stanley che vi incula tutti. Mi raccomando, arriviamo ai 50 iscritti, che ci stiamo piano piano arrivando, ci manca anche poco e non è neanche la fine dell'estate, cioè ci manca pochissimo, praticamente mezzo mese, anche di meno. Quindi ragazzi, ci manca pochissimo per i... Guarda, ve lo lascio qua sotto. Qua vi mostra anche quanti iscritti ci sono e quanti guardano i miei video ma non si sono iscritti. Quindi cazzo ragazzi, iscrivetevi, porco dio, se no vi vengo a casa. Vi vengo a casa, vi premo il pulsante io, se no... Vabbè ragazzi, se volete vedere continuo, sapete cosa fare, mi raccomando, non mi rompete troppo i coglioni. Iscrivetevi se non vi ammazzo, no scherzo, e se no vi mando sotto casa Stanley. E noi ci vediamo in un prossimo episodio. Ciao ragazzi.